Let's do a little story time. So recently I went home, and while I was there, we were faced with a decision that carried so much emotion for our family. My grandmother's heart was beginning to fall apart. See, now this wasn't just any house. This was her house, her pride, her joy, her safe place. The very first home built on the land my father bought for my grandmother many years ago. See, back then, homes in our village were built with mud. And for nearly 2 decades, this heart had stood through heavy rains, thunderstorms, strong winds, and countless seasons. It had just weathered a life just like my grandmother did. But time had started to take its toll. The walls were weakening. Parts of the structure were beginning to crumble. And we knew if we didn't do something, one day the heart would just be gone. The easy way would have been for us to just tear it down and build something completely new, but that was never an option for us because, see, this heart carried too much history, too much memories, too much love. The heart held our childhood, it held our laughter, it held the stories my grandmother told us before bedtime. It held our prayers, it held generation of family memories, so we knew we had to serve it. But we also knew we had to preserve it in a way that would make my grandmother proud. We found a builder who has worked with our family for many, many years, someone we trusted. What he did was just incredible. He did not erase the heart, he honored it. He preserved the roof exactly the way we remembered it. He kept the foundation intact, the very foundation that had carried our family through generations, the foundation where our stories were born, the foundation that held our roots. Then he carefully rebuilt the walls, stronger, steadier, ready for many more years to come. And as I watched the work unfold, I found myself becoming emotional because I realized something. Sometimes preserving a legacy doesn't mean keeping everything exactly the same. Sometimes it means strengthening what matters most so it can continue living on. The walls may have changed, but the heart of the home remained. The foundation remained, the memories remained. The love remained. Even now, talking about it just warms my heart because, see, the heart represents something bigger than a building. It represents where we come from. It represents our roots. It represents my grandmother. And one day, I cannot wait to bring my son home. I cannot wait to walk him through those same paths, to show him that heart, to show him this heart, to tell him the stories, to show him where he roots begin, because no matter how far life takes us, there is something special about knowing where home is. And for me, home will always be this village. Home will always be this heart. Home will always be where my grandmother's love still lives, because some places are more than just buildings. They become part of who we are.